We've heard those 5 Memphis cops involved in the deadly confrontation with Tyre Nichols were fired for violating 3 department policies: use of excessive force, failure to intervene, and failure to render aid. Well, tonight, an expert witness and retired lieutenant who knows a thing or two about these cases spoke to our Rebecca Butcher. Rebecca?
Well, Richard, a retired SCSO lieutenant, believes that the swift firing of 5 MPD officers involved in this Tyre Nichols traffic stop is setting the tone for Chief C.J. Davis and what won't be tolerated under her police department. Now, he breaks it down what duty to intervene and render aid means, and also says that training in each case is paramount.
Memphis is like starving for police officers right now. So the pick that they're getting is just, it's not good.
Not good, and a far cry from SCSO Lieutenant Marshall Sanders' former days in law enforcement.
You had morals, and you had it was more of a serving and protecting.
Protection and safety is at the forefront of Memphis's mind, especially after an encounter in the form of a routine traffic stop with 5 Memphis police officers. It ended up with the death of Tyre Nichols.
You're trying to arrest, complain, I can't breathe, and they go into a cardiac arrest or whatever. Your job is to now change from arresting this person to trying to save this person's life. You know, you should automatically render aid.
Memphis Police confirmed the officers violated multiple department policies, including use of force, duty to intervene, and failure to render aid. Sanders, who was trained in law enforcement back in '89 and has worked as an investigator, says new policies need close training.
Intervene thing that was not popular when they say your failure to intervene or failure to render aid. That was not popular in law enforcement before the George Floyd incident. So a lot of departments now are picking up policies and they're training people in that. So it's new.
I asked, will the officers be charged?
I think most of them will, but I can't say without a shadow of a doubt because when it hits the courtroom, is who can tell the best story, the prosecutor or the defense attorney, to make the jury believe.
He said the case will likely end up being a civil one.
It don't necessarily mean he has to be white or the cop has to be black in order to violate someone's rights. So it probably will end up being that way, and it may end up being a federal trial.
Yeah, and Sanders also said that morale in the police law enforcement department is down, and that coupled with that police mistrust in the community, well, Richard, it's a bad recipe.